Social media has seen an upswing in users in the past decade. It allows us to connect with our friends and family and even people on the other side of the world. Social media also has a dark side though, and it can be used by people who have sinister intentions and have a final message to spread to the world. Number 5. 23-year-old Anthony Hall and 20-year-old Samantha Stanisfer had shared a rocky relationship. By 2015, the pair had been on and off for around 3 years, and everyone around them knew how the relationship was. In June of 2015, Anthony broke off the relationship with Samantha, and the two decided to remain living together in Henrietta, Oklahoma. One warm June evening would change the course of their relationship forever and end with a brutal Facebook confession. On the evening of June 14, 2015, Samantha and Anthony headed out to a party together. Despite no longer being in a relationship together, the two enjoyed each other's company and went as friends. But Samantha was hoping that the two would get back together, and she desperately wanted to maintain her relationship with Anthony. After the two got home, things quickly escalated when Samantha discovered texts from other women on Anthony's phone. Samantha excused herself, telling Anthony that she was going to grab a glass of water, but this was a lie. Instead of grabbing a glass, Samantha armed herself with 2 weapons and immediately began to attack Anthony as he was dozing off to sleep. After the vicious attack, Samantha grabbed her phone and posted the following entry to her Facebook page, saying, "I did it. He deserved it." After writing her confession on Facebook, Samantha called the Henrietta Police Department and summoned them to the scene. Upon arrival, investigators were met by Samantha, who made a full confession and led them to Anthony's body. Samantha was arrested without incident and held pending an investigation. According to news outlets, Samantha had previously been arrested for domestic assault and battery in 2013. In 2016, Samantha was convicted of taking Anthony's life, and she was sentenced to life without parole. Number 4. On January 11, 2016, the San Bernardino Police Department received a call at around 2:35 a.m. that requested their presence at the 2000 block of North Central Avenue. The caller, whose identity has never been revealed, told the police that a man had been attacked by his girlfriend and that they were worried. When investigators arrived at the 2000 block of North Central Avenue, they discovered a crime scene that would forever scar them. At the scene, they determined 21-year-old Dorian Powell was their victim, and he had unfortunately succumbed to his injuries. Investigators discovered that the apartment in which Dorian lived with his girlfriend, Nakasia James, had no electricity and was run by candlelight. They also discovered that Dorian's girlfriend, Nakasia, was nowhere to be found. Just hours after Dorian's life was taken, Nakasia took to Facebook to make a chilling confession. In her post, she wrote, "I'm going to tell you before I get caught. Last night my ex was drunk and was fighting me. He hit me in the face. I grabbed a weapon and attacked him. I didn't think it would hurt him, but he passed and I'm on the run. The police are looking for me. God knows I didn't mean to hurt him. I was extremely mad. He socked me in the eyes and I just picked something up. Sorry, Lord, hopefully you'll forgive me. And sorry, Dorian Powell, rest in peace." On January 17, 2016, 18-year-old Nakasia James was arrested and charged in connection with Dorian's case. Nakasia was held on a $1 million bond and was put before the San Bernardino County Superior Court. During her trial, she pled not guilty, telling the court that she blacked out after Dorian attacked her. Since 2016, there have been no reports and her sentence remains unclear. Number 3. In 2013, a user going by the name Narato on Reddit made a disturbing confession that would send the site into a tailspin. Using the popular confession bear meme, Narato confessed to taking the life of his sister's abusive boyfriend. What would follow would put Reddit in the history books for their detective skills and this chilling confession. When the meme first arose on Reddit, people paid it little mind. However, as users began to dig into the story further, they began to realize that there may be a hint of truth to the meme. Reddit users began combing through Narato's profile and discovered key pieces of information about him, such as his name, Colton Goodbrand, his age, and even his favorite song. Just hours after the post had been made, Narato had deleted it and his entire account, but the damage had already been done. As the post was generating buzz around the internet, somebody contacted the San Diego Police Department and the FBI to investigate the matter further. In his post, Narato confessed that his sister's boyfriend's passing had been ruled an accident, but this new inquiry prompted investigators to take another look at the report. The inquest into the matter was conducted privately to preserve the integrity of the case should it go to court. Months went by without any word from the San Diego Police Department, and users were curious as to what was happening. The San Diego Police Department issued a statement in which they said they were looking into the matter, and no further statements have ever been issued. It's now been years since the popular Confession Bear meme confession happened, and the internet is still none the wiser. Investigators believe that the entire thing was a prank, as there's no evidence to suggest foul play. When asked for a comment, Colton confirmed that the post was a prank, putting an end to the saga once and for all. Number 2. In July of 2014, the Sunrise Police Department was called to the 8300 block of Northwest 25th Court in Sunrise, Florida, to perform a welfare check. The home was occupied by 64-year-old Donald Gavanji and his roommate, 40-year-old Rosemary Farid. Donald's family had become concerned by July 2nd after he failed to make contact with them. When the police arrived at the home, they discovered a scene that would leave them stunned. Rosemary Farid led the police officers into the home that she shared with Donald and made a startling confession. She told investigators that on June 30th, 2014, she and Donald had gotten into an argument over the dog that she had brought home. Rosemary began to film the argument and even filmed herself beating Donald. The ordeal lasted for 4 minutes until Rosemary shut the camera off. Later, Rosemary would upload another post to her Facebook page, in which she confessed to taking Donald's life. She also confessed that she had stolen Donald's phone to prevent him from making a call for help. In the chilling post, Rosemary said, quote, "I'm in a violent mood and Donnie has one coming for me, big time. I know that I can become pretty violent and I'm a pretty dangerous person when I'm driven to it." Investigators would uncover this video along with hundreds of other posts to her Facebook page that displayed her bizarre and outlandish behavior. Rosemary worked as a nurse and also claimed to have worked for the Heart of Servant Ministry Church. In another post on June 30th, 2014, just hours before the attack, Rosemary wrote, quote, "I'm having violent fantasies and taking revenge on Donnie." Her other posts displayed her anger towards Donnie, and she also made several threats. Shortly after investigators discovered Donnie's body and Rosemary's confession, she was arrested and charged. Rosemary's sentence remains unclear, and her defense team argued that she'd suffered from severe mental health issues her entire life. Rosemary Farid now has an active Facebook page on which she discusses her probation, God, and conspiracy theories. Number 1. 35-year-old Marcus Bellamy and 27-year-old Bernardo Almonte shared what appeared to be the perfect relationship. Marcus had a budding career as a Broadway dancer and had appeared in Spider-Man: Turn Off the Dark, as well as The Breeding and Smash. Marcus wasn't the only one with a flourishing career though, and Bernardo was making waves as an IT technician. The two shared an apartment in Morris Heights, New York, and to the outside world, everything seemed perfect. That was until August of 2016, when Marcus approached a neighbor in his building and told them that he had just taken the life of his boyfriend, Bernardo. The New York Police Department was summoned to the scene at around 4:15 p.m., and when they entered the apartment, they discovered Bernardo's body on the floor. Shortly before fleeing to his neighbor's apartment, Marcus took to Facebook and wrote the following posts, saying, "I did it for love. I am God. I give life and I take it away, so let it be." He also wrote, "Forgive me. I did it because I love you. I love you all. I loved him also." He told me love and hate are the same emotion. "Forgive me. I know not what I do. I did it for love. for God on high. In the days and weeks before the crime, Marcus had also written a plethora of bizarre posts, which include, quote, "I suggest you learn how to speak telepathically because I can hear your whispers through the walls." He also wrote, "Any plot, plan, or action against me will only result in my triumph and your destruction." Marcus's friends and family commented underneath these posts, questioning his mental health until they saw his chilling confession. Marcus was arrested shortly after Bernardo's body was discovered, and during his sentencing, he addressed Bernardo's family. In a statement to the court, Marcus said, quote, "I want to apologize to the family. Bernardo was very special and he didn't deserve what happened to him. You asked me why. Your son and I used to smoke a lot together. On this day, I thought your son was the devil. I didn't want to do what I did, and I want to make that clear. I loved Bernardo. He took me out of my depression. I didn't mean to." Marcus Bellamy was sentenced to 20 years in prison with a 5-year post-release supervision order. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to keep up to date with all of our future uploads. But my name is Ty Knotts, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.